Hi everyone. Now I'm getting ready to go and do a session for you guys outside. So that session will be posted on our Patreon in the next day or two, even maybe tonight. Before I go out there and do that, I've given myself a little run over of, our techniques. I just wanted to sit with you guys and get you to do this with me. I would love you to sit cross-legged, or if you cannot sit cross-legged on the floor, I would love you to sit in a chair but with your palms up. Take some big deep belly breaths in and make sure your tailbone is really seated straight. Crown tall. Now with your big deep belly breath in, as you release it, I want you to say using your tongue like a Sanskrit mantra and sending that belly breath energy back out the crown. Now this is going to help with the connection energy that we're going to be doing in the sound session later on. Big deep breath in and then release. And push your belly in. As that energy comes up, you'll feel the energy rush. Now I want you to start to feel your chakras. Do some breathing. Big deep breath in and ready. As you're saying that Om, make sure that when you're saying the M, so you say the A and the U with your mouth open, and then as you're saying the M and you're pushing that air out, you are using your mouth, closing it, and you are using your tongue at the ripples at the back of your teeth, the tip of your tongue, and then you push your tongue back into the top of your mouth, and that helps direct the energy up and out the crown. So yogically sitting straight, you've got your hips planted firmly, your back straight, legs crossed, palms up, which means open. And as you breathe in, it's coming in the crown, down into the belly, and then I will post this video so that you can do it by yourselves. But before I go, I'll do one more. So as you see, I go in my own timing with that. So I take my deep breath in and then I wait till I'm ready to release that Om. And I'm really really feeling the crown. Now there's something that came up on the Zoom call the other day, something that came up with Michelle and I as we're discussing experiences that we're having, you know, personally, and how agitating things are or how things work. Now, if we're doing our shields every day, I want you to remember that while you're in an altercation. If you're in an altercation and you can feel your senses being triggered, one, if you have a mirrored shield up and someone's yelling or screaming at you, or someone's being really negative, or there's been a negative misunderstanding by another and you cannot explain it, please, in your mind, while the situation is happening, in your mind, say in your mind, I ask that my mirrored shield really be reflecting right now and be active. If you need calming down, if you have a blue shield over you, if you don't, you ask for a blue shield there and then. If you have a blue shield over you, please ask for the blue shield to be really active right now to help you with what you're feeling. Know that your shields are there for a reason. Remember to know why you're shielding and what colors they are for and what they will do. So that in those moments of really trying to deal with certain people or yourself in general, in experiences, please make sure that those shields are in your mind. And you just think, mirrored shield, and breathe out. And let that mirrored shield really light up. So it's easier that way. We've already got them up. And that's why it's really good to have them up, ready. If you feel like you need to calm, blue shield, calm. If you think you need to transmute, think about the heart chakra, think about green energy and all of the shields and the energies coming in through the shields, and your heart energy is transmuting whatever is happening in front of you. And that's what you can do to help you to stay quiet too, while you're being quiet, doing those things. So there's the challenge, you know, we're meant to be being quiet and not responding to our triggers. So when you feel triggered, remember you need to stay quiet. So when you need to stay quiet, make sure you're concentrating on what shields you have up to help support the moment. If your shields are done every day, it's so much easier. And in certain experiences, you can try to help the experience by shielding, by making them more prominent, by reflecting back at the other person with grace, love and understanding, because that's what a mirrored shield is. You ask to place it over you with grace, love and understanding. So use your shields. It's time to shield up. It's time to get into action. And it's time to keep our inner peace. And this Om, doing that and breathing that slowly and holding it and waiting to release that Om and that breath is really, really good for the soul. Very calming, really lifts the spirits. Now I've just posted something on Instagram and Facebook, a little video that I did reminding people to love themselves. And I'm just going to say it here because who knows how long Facebook will take to post me. Learning to love the self. Now we're going to go in waves and motions. We're going to be not wanting to do much and then really wanting to do lots, you know. So learning to love the self is all about balance. These are Boju stones. So if you haven't got any Boju stones, these are great to help support energetic balance. The other thing is, I'm about to go and do the sound session, healing process that comes with the Grand Canyon card, and I'm going to go to our gorge where it's like a canyon and call on that energy to help support that sound session. Learning to love the self. Please go on Instagram or Facebook to have a look at that video. We are allowed to stop doing things for a minute, but we need to remember that we're allowed those moments, you know, to stop and not do anything. When you don't want to be physical, just do some of your spiritual work that ignites your passions and your soul. If you don't want to do anything at all, rest, have sleep, meditate in bed, get your crystals around you and take some time out. The best way to do this, if you wanted to get physical and do the yoga and everything like that, it's probably about 3 days a week to push yourself to try to do that. We need to love ourselves. And if we're doing it every day properly and then we have a lull, that's okay too. I love you. Check it out. See you soon. I'll see you on the other side of the gorge.